God, you call me by my name. The love you give me, I just can't deny. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a brief tour of some of the foods that I ate while I was on the Carnival Glory. I'm starting out with the tour of the breakfast buffet. This was inside the Red Snail restaurant. Now this buffet is pretty much just your average breakfast buffet. It was nothing spectacular about it, as you can see. They did have your yogurts, you have the fruit, they had some cold cuts there, and pretty much your same classic breakfast foods that you will find on almost any breakfast buffet. If I had to be honest, guys, I can say that the breakfast buffet was my least favorite. Only because I found that the food was pretty cold. It wasn't like as hot as it should have been. But it was okay. It was something to eat. They did have a variety of things, as you can see. They did have enough to choose from. It was okay. I'm not gonna jump around and do backflips over it. But I can tell you that the lunch buffet and the dinner buffet was much better than their breakfast selection. And it tasted better as well. But it was okay. If it was up to me and if I had to give my opinion, I would recommend having breakfast inside the dining restaurant versus the buffet. They pretty much have the same food items as you would find on the breakfast buffet, but of course, you'll be sitting, at the dining room table and you'll be ordering off the menu versus, the buffet style. Now, of course, they have room service as well. So for those who like to have breakfast in bed and not go to the buffet or opt to go to the restaurant, you can also order your breakfast in. So here's a clip of the room service menu for breakfast, and I'll actually throw in the room service menu for lunch and dinner as well. So their room service menu is pretty basic, as you can see. Continental style breakfast is free of charge. However, when it get down to the sandwiches, and depending on what you should order, there may be a small fee. As you can see, the menu for the lunch and dinner is pretty nice. They have a nice selection and the prices aren't that bad at all. However, should you order room service, just keep in mind you will be charged an 18% surcharge on your order. And this does not include tip for delivery. So this is the beverage station, and these are the small cups that they use here on Carnival. So this is exactly why we recommend you bring your own mug. This way, you don't have to go back and forth refilling your cup with your juice. These are the coffee cups that are available. This is the hot chocolate machine, which is pretty good. I like the hot chocolate on the Carnival Cruise. It's not bad at all. And this is the coffee machine. So yes, you'll come here self-serve. This is usually available to you throughout the day, unless they're cleaning the beverage stations, of course. So this is my view for breakfast. So peaceful and so relaxing. I always enjoy getting the window seat here at the Red Sail restaurant. And this is breakfast for today. I did not want much. I just wanted to taste a few things, as you can see. And I also got a veggie omelet from the omelet station. I have my cup of apple juice here and a bowl of Frosted Flakes, just in case I'm not too fond of the hot foods. In my opinion, I believe the best thing that morning was the veggie omelet. I believe that was the best. It was freshly made, it was still warm, and it really hit the spot. If you love seafood, the Seafood Shack on the Carnival Glory is definitely a must. I love crab legs, and I must say these crab legs were absolutely delicious. Here is a copy of the Seafood Shack menu. Of course, there is an extra charge for this restaurant. The crab legs that I actually got a pound of the crab legs, and I paid $25. And if you love burgers, guys, burgers is a must. This is always our first stop when we are on Carnival. These burgers are also absolutely delicious. If you love steak and you are on Carnival Cruise, the Emerald Steakhouse experience is definitely a must. This experience was actually $45 per person, and we actually purchased this before we went on the cruise. We purchased this through the hub because they will sell out. So we actually went the first night because if you go on the first night of the cruise, they will give you a free bottle of wine as well. So I have included a menu here so that you can look at the types of food that they have. When we actually got to the table, they greeted us with a miniature-sized sirloin burger, which was absolutely delicious, and this wonderful bread croissant, which melts in your mouth. We started off with some appetizers, and this is the stuffed mushrooms. My family said that they were very good, and I had pork belly for the first time. I loved it. It was delicious. For dinner, I had the steak and lobster with baked macaroni and cheese, and also a baked potato. And for dessert, we had this delicious apple tart. This apple tart was so good. It wasn't too sweet, it wasn't too bitter, it was absolutely just right. After dinner, the chef came over to the table to greet us, which was very unexpected, but absolutely perfect. So the second night was Captain's Night, and we had dinner inside the Golden Dining restaurant. So right here, I'm about to enjoy my corn chowder. I never had corn chowder before actually, but it doesn't look quite appetizing, but it was actually quite good. I actually enjoyed it. This right here is one entree, which is the etouffee pasta. I didn't really care for this too much because it was a little too dry for my liking. And I also had a second entree, which is the baked salmon with sweet potato and asparagus. This I didn't really care for too much. There was a herb on there that I did not quite like, so I was a little bit disappointed. But on a scale of 1 to 5, I would have to give this one a 3. And for dessert, I wanted to play it safe, so I ended it with some orange sherbet. So although dinner wasn't quite what we expected, they were still very entertaining and put on quite a nice show for us. Of course they did. We're on Carnival. What else would you expect?
The river.